Does it make you angry because some of your best friends will not support your business the way they support a stranger? They want the hookup or they want a discount from you, but they'll pay other people's businesses full price. If you stick around to the end of this video, you will gain some insight on this very same topic. The number one reason I believe that our friends don't support our businesses the way they do strangers is because in our relationship, we're supposed to be seen as equals. We don't want the relationship to get out of balance. No one in a friendship should be considered better or greater than the other. So that's kind of difficult when if you're growing in business and you're growing in finance and you seem to be leaving your friends behind. Number two, I think, is the thing called envy or jealousy. And that kind of piggybacks right off of the first thing, where the relationship gets out of balance. You have a dream of your business expanding and you getting richer and you making more money, you being more successful, and your friend is still in the same place. And number three is entitlement. Your friends believe that they have a special relationship with you and they should have some special access to you and the things that you possess. And number four, lack of respect for the friendship. Now, here's the twist. When I was talking about all of those things, most of us are thinking these are the problems of the people that are buying elsewhere. No, this is the problem of the business owner, you. Why do you want your friends to be in a disadvantaged position? Just imagine if you're they don't let you do this in court or anything like this, but if your child was having to go to court and they was facing some time or something like that, or they had a lawsuit and you had a friend that was a lawyer, or your friend was the judge, would you like the judge to have some leniency on your child because they're a friend of the family? Sure you would, but that's why they won't let that judge rule over that case, or that's why that lawyer probably shouldn't get, if the lawyer is employed by the state or the county, shouldn't get involved in that case because there's a thing called a conflict of interest. And what the conflict of interest is that if one person has an interest in, they work, say the same judge, he works for the government and he's your friend, he's going to have a conflict between, should I do what's best for the government, my job, or should I do what's best for my friend? It's built in. It's a dilemma that's built right in. So the question I always ask is, why do we want to make our friends our customers? Now, if we respect our friends, just as if we respect a stranger, our friends will pay us. And even if they didn't or couldn't pay us, if they were truly our friends, if we could, we would actually still do things that will help them because what we actually share is a friendship. So in business, what you're doing, you're swapping a service for money or a product for money. But in a friendship, you're sharing a bond. You should never allow that bond to be broken because of business. But many of us don't understand that. If you look in the wild, if you get a pack of wolves or you get a pride of lions, they hunt and they try and eat together. They don't try and eat each other. That's called cannibalism. So we have a cannibalistic type of mindset when we want to go in business because we don't actually understand the difference between business and relationship. Now, I'm not saying that we should allow our friends to take advantage of us, just come in our stores or come in our places of business and just take advantage of us. And I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that I don't believe that we pay enough attention to what's most important when it comes to things like that. We have to make sure that we are not the ones that's disrespecting our relationships more than we think people are disrespecting our business. You know, if you were an Uber driver or a taxi driver and you had a friend that was stranded somewhere and they needed a ride, would you not give them a ride in your car because they don't have any money? That's your friend. Well, just like that don't make any sense, it don't make any sense to try and have the harshest demands on our friends. We're supposed to have a shoulder-to-shoulder relationship with our friends. Now, if you're a friend, you always want to be helpful to your friends. And that's if they can pay you or not. Now, I'm not saying you let people run over you and they just can come and get freebies from you forever. But if your friends can't get the hookup, there's no such thing as a hookup. I don't want a friend that I have to pay full price for everything. Now, watch this. I'm not talking about people that you're friendly with. I'm talking about your closest friends, your closest friends. Why would you want to make your closest friends your customer? Why would you want to make your mother, your closest relationship, your main customers, where you're going to be angry with them if they can't pay you full price? My mother can come to me for something and don't have to pay anything. My brother don't have to pay anything. And sometimes when we show that kind of respect, not all the time, some people don't have that kind of good sense. But most of the time, when we show that kind of respect to our friends in return will show that kind of respect back to us in our business. If we don't have friendships that have respectful boundaries, we may need to examine what kind of friendships we have. If we're not respectful to our friends, if our friends are not respectful to us, maybe we need to change the type of person we are, and maybe we need to change the type of friends we have. Friends don't abuse each other and they don't take advantage of each other, but friends are always there to lend their strength as well as depend on you for to cover their weaknesses in the time of their weaknesses. I think that's where we get it all wrong. I think we get it all wrong because we try to make our friends our primary customers, and it shouldn't be so. Now, many people may disagree with me about that, but you have to ask yourself, what are you swapping when you have a friendship? And that thing you're swapping is the relationship. I would never, nobody can buy my friendship, so I would never lose my friendship over what somebody couldn't pay me or wouldn't pay me. Now, it's a difference if a person is just not an honorable person, but you just get those type of people out of your life. You don't want those type of people in your life. But I think that we should try and create healthy relationships in families and friends that we are a strength to. We are a strength to our whole environment. But we have to examine ourselves that we're not trying to feed off of our closest loved ones. All of my customers, even though we're friendly, we're not necessarily friends. We're not the closest of friends. And that's what I'm talking about today. We shouldn't be angry because our closest loved ones and friends don't want to pay us full price. When you go over your mother's house for dinner, you don't pay her like you pay a restaurant. When you go over your friend's house out of town and you spend the night over there, you don't pay them like you pay Marriott. You don't pay them like you pay a hotel. That's the beauty of friendship. So I want you to remember what we talked about today. And don't be upset when your friends don't pay you full price. Don't expect that out of them. Make sure you're not the one that's really disrespecting the friendship, because it's not them most of the time. It's our own desires. It's our own wants and our own aims and ambitions of success. And we think they're the ones that's holding us back. And we think that our friends, are helping other people get rich and not us. But that's not necessarily the case. They're buying from those people simply because those people have something they want or need, but they're not friends with those people. Cherish the friendships that you have with the people in your lives. I'm Marcus V. Brown, and I hope you learned something today. God bless you.